Thank you for your inquiry. The 5407 has been discontinued. I apologize. Please feel free to contact us with any other questions or concerns you may have. That's the response I got after noticing that the Corcoran black tanker boot was out of stock pretty much everywhere, and then emailing their customer service to ask about it. Now, I had my criticisms of this boot, but I wanted them to improve it, or at least keep it at the level of its historical standard, not throw in the towel. I am a fan of this boot, both for its look and for its functionality. And if you feel the same way, then you should take a few minutes to email the company and encourage them to bring it back. Here is the customer service email address that I contacted, and here is their PR department's email. I'll also post these in the description below. And if Corcoran won't listen, then maybe some other boot company will step up and manufacture these. But we need to show that there's a serious demand for them. But for now, what are the other options? There's the Corcoran tanker boot in tan. I might try a pair of these someday. I'm assuming they're pretty similar to the black ones, but the biggest drawback for me is that I'm a minimalist. I like to have just one pair of boots that works for every occasion. Black tanker boots fit a metal or biker look. They don't seem out of place with a business casual look. They look good with a kilt. I have a black Sporin that I gotta match them to. And for those of you not into kilts, that's the pouch that hangs around your waist and holds your flask. And then of course they function just fine out in the field. There are some expensive custom options out there for tanker boots, which I've thought about trying, but if I spend too much on a pair of boots, there's a chance I'll be a little too concerned about getting them muddy and scuffed up, which would be kind of gay. You can have the tanker boots you already own resold. There's a pretty good chance I'm going to give this a try once my soles are completely worn down to nothing. And when I do, I'll make a video about it so you guys can see the results. Now, as I mentioned in my original review video, the straps on my second pair of tanker boots are a little thinner, and now that a couple of years have passed, they do look kind of cruddy in some places. I kept the thicker straps from my first pair, and I'm sure a cobbler could sew them on, but they're packed away somewhere, so I'll have to find them first. Try a different black combat boot. After wearing tanker boots for a number of years and not having to mess with laces, I really didn't want to bring laces back into my life. So I was mostly looking at options that would let me stick with that. About 10 years ago, I had a pair of Bates paratrooper boots with the zippers on the sides. At the time, I was so used to wearing Doc Martens that I didn't really use the zippers much. I just stuck to the habit of tightening and tying the laces every time. I liked the Bates. Unlike the Corcoran tankers that I had later, I was able to comfortably wear an 11.5 wide. With the Corcorans, I had to go up to a 12 wide and have that little extra space at the toes. I was also impressed with the traction on the Bates. I was able to climb up walls like Spider-Man. That's nuts, right? The only downsides I remember was thinking that the soles wore down a little quicker than expected, and one of the snaps over the zippers eventually broke. So I was considering just trying another pair of the Bates paratroopers and actually using the zippers this time to get them on and off quickly and easily. And then I stumbled on the Rocky 10-inch side zipper jump boot, number 2090, which looked very similar. In browsing through the written reviews online, I noticed a couple people saying that the soles on the Rockies lasted longer than the Bates. I don't know if that's true or not, but I figured it might be worth it to give them a shot. And I'll probably upload a video in the future reviewing the Rocky jump boots, so subscribe to this channel if you want to check that out. So if you're pissed about the Corcoran black tanker boots being canceled, make sure you email them. It'll take a couple of minutes out of your day. And comment below so that Corcoran and every other boot maker can see that there's a real demand for this very badass boot. Please like and subscribe and follow me on other platforms. Links below. Thanks for watching. Skål, Prost, and cheers.